Hello, my name is Isaac and this video is part of a 12 video series that I'll be doing. My goal is to help you with understanding chemistry and the concepts of it. So this is the basic introduction of what I'll be talking about in this video. So what is chemistry? The smallest parts of matter, structure of atoms, physical status of atoms, and combinations of atoms. So what is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of composition and structure of matter and changes that occur in matter, such as a chemical reaction. The examples are the following. Hydrogen and oxygen make water. Carbon and oxygen could make carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. Now, if you have wood and you have fire, it burns and it makes smoke or carbon dioxide. So if you have iron and it reacts with water, the iron will rust, calling it iron oxide. The smallest parts of matter. What are the smallest parts of matter? Atoms are the smallest unit of an element that retains all of the properties of the element. So this is an example using a pizza. So let's say for a pizza you have some basic ingredients such as tomato sauce and cheese, and then we'll just have some toppings. Remember, this is just an example, so you choose whatever toppings you want, but here are the ones I'm going to use. So if you think about a compound, which I'll be talking about later in the video, it consists of many different types of atoms, just like a pizza consists of many different types of toppings. And one of those toppings is glucose, which I'll be talking about now. So here's a glucose model that I made, and so we're going to check what types of atoms it's made out of. So as we can see, it's made out of 3 different types of atoms. Carbon in the black, the hydrogen in the white, and the oxygen in the red. So the chemical formula for glucose is C6H12O6. And we can check that by counting the number of atoms of each element. The first one, carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so the glucose is in a specific structure, and we will be talking about that shortly. Structure of atoms. So this structure of an atom has a neutron, and which is in the yellow, and the neutron is found in the nucleus, which is based in the center of the atom, as you can see. And in each element the number of neutrons increases, meaning you can tell an element by the number of its neutrons. Next we have the proton, which is outlined in yellow, and the proton is found with the neutrons in the nucleus. Now the proton has a positive charge, which makes the charge equal when there is the same number of electrons, which I'll be talking about now. So electrons, as you can see, are not inside the nucleus. They are actually in orbitals or shells. Now I just said that the electrons also have a charge, but this time, as you can see, it has a negative charge. So when there's the same amount of protons, the overall charge of the atom is neutral. So the electrons are always moving around, and you'll see many images like this of electrons travelling in specific paths, but in reality they're moving around in this sort of area, and they do not actually move on the specific paths. Physical status. All things come in 3 states: solids, liquids, or gas. The atoms in a solid have strong bonds which make the solid compact and not very malleable. On the other hand, liquids are not so compact. The bonds are weaker, and so the atoms flow, filling the area they are in. Now a gas has no bonds, so the atoms just float around. If you put it in a closed cup, the atoms will just bounce off the sides of the cup and move around. Combinations of atoms. The 4 basic combinations of atoms are elements, and molecules and compounds and mixtures. An element is pure and is only made up of one type of atom. A molecule is when two or more atoms chemically bond. There are some elements that naturally travel around in molecules, such as oxygen and nitrogen. Compounds are when two or more different atoms chemically bond, such as iron and sulfur, which makes iron sulfide. Finally, you have mixtures. A mixture is a group of atoms that are not chemically bonded together. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, then like and subscribe.